Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Started from the Bottom. I've shown you guys who I've brought in over the summer and now it's time to give you a little bit of an update on where we are in the league. So let's jump into the video. So here we are then, almost halfway through the Vanarama National League season. As you can see, Bath City are top of the league. We are currently 4 points clear of Yeovil Town. We've opened up a clear bit of daylight ahead of Torquay and Fylde in the chasing playoff picture. As you can see though, we've not actually lost yet this season. I'm really happy with that, obviously. I mean, we've had a couple of interesting results. A couple of these draws I've actually rescued. I think away at Barrow was definitely one of them where I scored pretty late on. As you can see, though, we've not got anyone topping or cracking into the top three in the goals tally. However, we do have our man Connor Stanley top of the average rating table with Lee Connolly, who is on loan from Sunderland, just behind him. Stanley up there, no doubt, because of his 10 assists so far this season. Jesus. 10 assists and 5 goals in 19 games for Connor Stanley. In many saves, he gets released from Manchester United after the first season. So if you are doing something for a team further down the tiers of English football, I couldn't recommend Connor Stanley enough. So let's walk you through our schedule then. So we started the season away at Fylde and we won. A little bit of a dodgy patch here with draws against Barrow. As I said, Connor Stanley scoring the equaliser in the 92nd minute. Draw with Chester here and another draw with Barnet there. A little bit results all over the place, to be perfectly honest. Another draw against Yeovil, another draw against Northampton. Good lord, draws all over the place. But other than that, we've been absolutely rampant in the league. A TV game against Kidderminster, extra 5k's worth for that. Another win there. And as you can see, we're just sort of basically just ticking teams off pretty consistently, and not too many goals conceded either. We drew away with Welling in the FA Cup fourth qualifying round, the first leg. So here are the stats. Bearing in mind this game finished 1-1, we were battering them, but for some reason we just couldn't get the job done. So we had to go to a replay, which we won 1-0 thanks to a goal from Dion McGee. Things are progressing really well. As I said, we're 4 points clear at the top of the league, and we have a nice and easy, touch wood, game against Dulwich Hamlet in the first round proper of the FA Cup, which I'm going to show you today. And I'm also going to show you the game against Dartford, and then we will power on throughout the season unless the FA Cup chucks in something interesting. Okay, so before we go into today's game against Dulwich Hamlet, first round of the FA Cup, we do have the draw for the second round, so at least we can get to see who we are going to be playing. So Sunderland and Weymouth against Mansfield there, obviously, and oh, what a tie. I'm buzzing with that. Away at Altrincham in the second round, let's draw the rest of the teams. Really happy with that. Altrincham 5th in the National League North, so don't get me wrong, they are playing pretty well, but to have swerved any professional team, the likes of, Oxford, Plymouth perhaps. Who else we got in here? Bradford City. We've avoided some Peterborough. Jesus. We've avoided some real big clubs here. So this is a real good chance to get into the third round potentially of the FA Cup. But we need to first get past Dulwich Hamlet. So quick look on these guys. They're 10th in the Vanarama National South. Who's there? That is a decent little new gen goalkeeper there. Might be worth keeping an eye on him. Key player is this guy, Dylan Kearney. Decent striker. He's not bad actually. Not bad at all. Advanced forward, so he could probably play in my team with these stats as well. Cuts inside from the left wing. He's really right-footed though. It's been interesting to see how we get on. Oh, interestingly enough, now the lineups are announced, I can see that they picked up Matt Bauer, who we released last season. As you can see, scout summary 45. He was the 5th best centre defender when this result was pulled in. Obviously, we've strengthened a lot since then, so he didn't make the cut for me there. Hopefully, we can exploit him in this game today. So we go into the dressing room. we should challenge them and try to go out and prove a point. Yeah, I agree with that. And let's say to the defence, I have faith in you. Midfield, I have faith in you. And the attack, I have faith in you. Everyone seems motivated and happy. So let's end the team talk there. And we go to tunnel interview. Left Dan Rooney out. In other circumstances, we might have risked him. In actuality, he's probably not good enough anymore, sadly. I've had to rotate a little bit in recent games. So 5 minutes in, we get our first highlight. And Stanley looks like he's clattered the player there, but nothing going. Good pass from Burton into Stanley. Connolly's doing really well for us, actually, and that's what he's been doing all season. For his 10th goal of the season, 5 minutes in, he just drives through the midfield, and I think he's got 12 long shots. He just hammers it all the time. Majority of the time, he keeps them low. So this is what you get from him. So broken up there, he drives past one player. Bauer keeps backing off, and he just shoots, absolutely rifles it past the keeper at the near post. 1-0 to Bath City. And we're back with another highlight 12 minutes in here. Long throw in from Calvin. Stanley picks up the ball. He's completely on the wrong side of the pitch, but it doesn't matter. Chilvers looks out to the left, sees Calvin. Can he put a good cross in? He is kind of a centre-back. Interesting pass. Into the Zamora. Connolly again. Have another go. Oh, denied by the woodwork. I thought that was a goalkeeper save, but the text commentary there said he hit the woodwork. This guy from Sunderland, driving force in this team this season. Is it a highlight for Dulwich Hamlet? Ball over the top. Goalkeeper, centre midfield has a little bit of a stutter. Appiah very deep there, but notices Pearson out on the left. Kind of killed the attack a little bit there, but Connolly's there. Connolly and Stanley linking up nicely. Stanley gets past his man, calm as you like, slots it under the goalkeeper. It's 2-0. We're going into the second round of the FA Cup, boys. I've not seen anything from Dulwich Hamlet to suspect otherwise with 30-something% possession. Connolly this time turns the provider into Stanley, somehow gets past his man there, and then, as I said, calmly just slots across the goalkeeper into the bottom corner of the goal. This game was broadcast on TV apparently, so we'll get some TV money for this as well, but I guess that's because they saw it as a potential banana skin. Nothing going so far. Dulwich haven't even had a highlight, to be perfectly honest. Assistant is berating the boys, telling them to concentrate, all sorts. But we are back just before half time. Long throw into the box at Appiah, and the goalkeeper clears it, and it looks like we have a corner. McGee to take the corner. Is that the end of the highlight? No, it's not. And Deschamps Bernard with a massive header, miles over the crossbar. So we're going into half time. We're 2-0 up. Having a great time of it so far. As you can see here, Dulwich 3 shots, 1 on target. None of them have actually shown us any in-game highlights. As you can see, 10 shots and 3 on target for Bath, resulting in 2 goals. As I said, Dulwich were a team we beat comfortably twice last season, I believe. And now obviously we're the level above. It's definitely stamping our authority on proceedings. So into the second half then, nothing going for the first 5 minutes, but we join again now, and it is another highlight. Good block by the goalkeeper, another corner to Bath. This was a feature of last season. We had a lot of corners, but didn't necessarily do a lot with them. I'm hoping with players like Stanley and stuff in the team, someone who can actually take a corner. I think Stanley and McGee are my 2 corner kick takers with 14 each, I believe. One's left-footed, one's right-footed. So hopefully we can actually get a little bit more involved from corners into the last 10 minutes here, not actually producing anything. Could this be the first highlight of the game for a Dulwich Hamlet? Bernard heads it clear into Pearson, and we've got space to break here. Sees Appiah out on that left-hand side, races clear, has a shot, straight at the goalkeeper, safe hands. It's a good move. It's a good counter-attack. Hopefully we get a couple more of these if Dulwich do push forward. They're not really offering anything, guys, at all. And into injury time. And is that the full-time whistle? It is. Okay, so a nice comfortable 2-0 win there. Both goals coming in the first half. We do appreciate your efforts. Well done, boys. We'll end the team talk there. No need to overcomplicate things. So a nice 2-0 win there for Bath, and we go into the second round of the FA Cup. So nice little 36k there for winning. I can't be bothered. I'm just going to send my assistant. So we go through and we are going to face Altrincham in the second round of the FA Cup. Is there going to be another big game on the cards in the third round if we can get there? My fixture against Torquay United has been moved, so let's have a look into the schedule. Oh, not too far away, guys. So we'll play the other game today against Dartford, and then I'll probably potentially look at bringing you guys Altrincham and Ebbsfleet in another video. Okay guys, so you've seen us be victorious in the cup competition against a lower level side. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a game in our league campaign so you can see how we're getting on against opposition in our league. We are playing Dartford, of course, who are currently 22nd, so it may not be the biggest test of us so far. But they did get promoted with us last season, so that's why I brought you this game. Now, I actually wanted to rest Stanley. However, the winger that I have from Afghanistan... Wow. I wanted to rest Stanley, but the winger I have from Afghanistan is currently away on international duty, so he will have to play this game, and the guy from Afghanistan will come in for our next game. As you can see, I've scored a goal in the background. Stanley again whipping a ball across, Pearson into a pyre. First shot's blocked, but McGee's there on hand to just hammer home. We are just dominant in this league currently. Chilvers with a set piece. Push wide by the goalkeeper. Again, we're just so much better. We are just so much better. Picking up all these guys from Premier League academies has really, really allowed us to push on this season. I'm hoping that not only are we going to be super competitive in the league, but I'm hoping we're going to be super competitive in all the cups as well. Obviously, we got to the FA Trophy final last season and we didn't win it. So I'm hoping that is a different case this season and we can atone with another trip to Wembley. First real highlight for Dartford. We clear the ball out to Chandler and Calvin clears and Appiah can run here. We've got runners. He's got Stanley on the right hand side. Stanley picks it up. Can he find the ball? Can he find the pass? Referee? He's already on a booking. What happened there? Clears the danger. Doesn't matter. Referee's having none of it. But we are 4 minutes plus stoppages away from the half-time mark. We've been the better side. That free kick from Dartford is the first highlight they've had of the game. Looks like it's actually our highlight though. Although the ball was just being banded about here. McGee picks it up and is able to drive. Goes past one. Into Connolly. Back to McGee. Appiah move. Doesn't. Out to Pearson. Pearson into Appiah. First up, blocked. Out to Stanley. And Connor Stanley, this guy is phenomenal. Like, I can't stress it enough. This guy is amazing. In your second season, if you're doing anything in the National League, probably even in League 2, I 100% think he could still make it at League 2 level. Sign this guy, Connor Stanley, absolute legend. So Stanley adds another goal to his tally. The two ex-Manchester United boys on the score sheet so far in Dion McGee and Connor Stanley. I'm really happy with how we're playing at the moment. I think the text commentary said it was going to be 19 unbeaten. Just quite improve a point, boys. It was close between us and Dartford last year. They pushed us quite a lot of the way. And now I just want us to hammer home the fact that we are the better side. We are top of the table. Yeovil still getting a result though by the looks of things. So there's 20 minutes to go and we are going to make a few... What are you doing? I swear it said you were on international duty. Obviously I'm just not very observant. So let's make a couple of changes. Some of the boys are looking a bit tired. Bernard, we can have Mikael Parker come in today. And let's have Ryan Brunt up top instead of Appiah. Brunt's found his football very few and far between this season. Don't want him to get too despondent with that. But Appiah is the better player, even though he's not scoring as many as Brunt did last season. So potential highlight for Dartford here. Oh no, I thought Brunt had robbed it there. clears it only as far as Connolly, I think that is. Oh, big save, get there, Brunt. And just as I say, he's not had a whiff of the action. Ryan Brunt's there to tap home his first goal of the season. Good work again from the team, forcing the mistake here. Into Chilvers, actually humps it forward towards Brunt. The winger comes in, has a shot, is saved, but Brunt is there on hand to tap home to make this game 3-0. Put it to bed. That's it. Game over. Dartford haven't really looked like threatening. We're not worried. We'll just push on. We'll have a 3-0. Nice, easy, comfortable 3-0. Don't you just love those in Football Manager, where there's not really a lot, the opposition aren't really offering a lot, and you just secure the 3-0 win. So into the dressing room then. Assistant says, don't think we need to say anything specific. I'm very pleased with their performance, actually. Rory Fallon. Oh yeah, I've got Rory Fallon as my assistant. Mickey Addams left me. Wanted to become the manager of Chelmsford. Oh well. We've got New Zealand international, and I believe top goal scorer, Rory Fallon, as our assistant now. So we will end the team talk there. We will continue. We will take one last look at the table before we go. So there it is. We stay 4 points ahead of Yeovil Town, having 92nd minute winner. Oh, would have been nice to open up a little bit more. But we move on, 19 games unbeaten in the league, 14 wins, 5 draws. Everything is going swimmingly. So let's hope we can keep that going into the second half of the season. And I will keep you updated with our FA Cup run. But until next time, guys, I'll see you soon.